Good morning, friends. Welcome to this Monday of Madly in Love with Me week. And we're going to focus on a very special topic today, which is self-compassion. When I was thinking about what would be a simple focus this week that would have heartfelt meaning to self-care and self-love, immediately self-compassion came to mind. And I had been wanting to revisit this book again, Self-Compassion by Kristin Neff. And this week was a great opportunity for me to do that as I was planning what would have meaning to you. So if you saw the post today already, I suggested that you start the morning hugging yourself, and Wanda is here to demonstrate. Oh, she loves to hug herself. Hug. We hug too. If you have a Wanda plushie, you can hug her. But hugging yourself is a very important part of self-care, self-love, and self-compassion. So get started giving yourself a loving hug, like you really mean it. You can do that all the time when you need it. So I like to start the day with a daily reader. And interestingly, today's was from a Marianne Williamson daily reader, where she touched on how we can have harsh assessments of ourselves. And those words really connected with me, harsh assessments. So I don't know how many harsh assessments you make of others. Maybe you do make harsh assessments about a lot of people, but sometimes who we make the harshest assessments of is ourself. So imagine my surprise when I was revisiting this book, and it talks about this fantastic exercise on page 16 and 17. I'm going to copy the pages to put in the notes below this video, but it's an exercise that I'm really hoping you will try to find time to do today, or put some time on your calendar to do this. So Kristin Neff shares two parts. Everybody has something about themselves they don't like, something that causes them to feel shame, to feel insecure, or not good enough. She suggests thinking about an issue that tends to make you feel inadequate or bad about yourself: physical appearance, work, relationship issues. How does this make you feel inside? And I'm going to also include a little feelings card so you can maybe broaden your feelings, like identification instead of sad or frustrated or whatever. I'll give you a chart where you can see a bunch of feelings. What emotions come up when you think about this aspect of yourself? Try to be as emotionally honest as possible while at the same time not being melodramatic. Just feel the emotions exactly as they are, no more, no less. So it would be helpful to write this in your journal, something that you feel bad about yourself. And when you think about that thing that you feel bad about yourself, really get in touch with that and being honest and writing a little bit about it. Okay. Are you ready for part two? I don't think Kristin Neff's even met Wanda Petunia, but she did a perfect job. Part two is, now think about an imaginary friend who is unconditionally loving, accepting, kind, and compassionate. Imagine this friend can see all your strengths and weaknesses, including the aspect of yourself that you've just been talking about. Reflect on how this friend feels towards you and how you are loved and accepted exactly as you are, with all your human imperfections. This friend recognizes the limits of your human nature, and in their great wisdom, understands your life history and the millions of things that have happened to create you as you are in this moment. So, write a letter to yourself from the perspective of this imaginary friend, focusing on the inadequacy you tend to judge yourself for. What would your friend say to you about this flaw from your perspective, unlimited compassion? How would this friend convey the compassion they feel toward you? And how would they help you, especially with the discomfort? What would they write to you in order to remind you you are only human, even if your imaginary friend isn't? To remind you that all people have strengths and weaknesses. This is Wanda flexing her muscle. As you write to yourself from the perspective of the imaginary friend, infuse your letter with a strong sense of this friend's kindness, acceptance, caring, and desire for your health and happiness. After writing the letter, put it down for a while, then come back and read it again. Feel the compassion as it pours into you. Yes. Wanda says, please do this. All right. She's going to go over here for a moment. Love, connection, and acceptance are your birthright. To claim them, you need only look within yourself. So, many of us make harsh assessments of ourselves. Part of getting to the place of madly in love with me is positive self-talk and just having compassion on yourself. If you do talk harshly to yourself, if you think harsh things about yourself, can you have this practice, maybe with the help of Wanda, to bring a more loving, gentle, caring to the way you speak to, think of, and feel about yourself? Okay, that's a lot for our Mindfulness Monday. I'm going to post a little schedule of the order of things we're going to do this week, so you'll know to check in. And I hope this is helpful this week. I'm so happy to be here with you. We haven't done anything like this in the world of Wanda for a while, and I just felt the desire to come back, especially during this special week with Madly in Love with Me Day coming up on Saturday, to check in with you. All right. Wanda and I love you. Remember, you are love and you are loved. Bye.